Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sana E. I'm your host, XO. It's Friday, man. Financial Fridays. On this episode, we're going to be discussing what is Black History Month, the origin of it, and a little bit of facts about it. But I just want to thank everybody that's tuned in to Tuesday's interview with Jasmine Knox, discussing her journey within the broadcasting industry, within the media industry and media entertainment industry, as well as to open up about her mental health and discussing the journey that she was on, where it took to get there, what she had to go through, things that she had to overcome along her journey, as well as learning about other passions of hers. I believe we all have hidden passions or hidden talents that we don't like to discuss or talk about unless asked. So her hidden passions, helping kids, and really wanting to open an orphanage. So I found out that's like really dope. But if you haven't heard that episode, let's take a step back. It's the Jasmine Knox interview. It's a great episode. You'll love it. Trust me. And let me know what you think. Leave a review on sanae.com or leave a review if you listen to this on Apple Podcasts, and let me know what you think. I love constructive criticism. I love all types of criticism. I love good reviews, good compliments. So whatever you want to leave, I'm greatly appreciate it. But let's get started with this episode. And I'm going to kick it off with the quotes of the day. My first quote is, take a step back and evaluate. Are things really that bad, or are you overthinking them? And I'm really taking a step back and analyzing this quote as I said that. But sometimes we have to take a step back and evaluate things, evaluate how our life is going, evaluate the people around us, evaluate our relationships, friendships, and evaluate our purpose. And sometimes you do have to take a step back and evaluate and saying, are things really that bad, or are you just overthinking them? Sometimes we think our life is super chaotic because we're in the middle of our greatest storm, our greatest test, our greatest trial, that we think life is really bad. Like, why does this happen to me? Why did this? We start questioning it instead of taking that time and stepping back and evaluating, are things really this bad? Or am I just overthinking this situation, overthinking this process? And that's what you have to ask yourself sometimes if you're dealing with anything, whether it's trauma, whether it's loss, whether it's job loss, career loss, family loss, anything like that. It's really just taking a step back and evaluating the situation, not trying to put too much energy into the negativity, and start focus on the positivity, start analyzing the situation, evaluating and seeing, like, are really things really this bad, or maybe I'm just overthinking the situation? So take a step back and evaluate. The next quote is, to be successful, you must have tunnel vision. Tune out the distractions and focus. We all want to be successful in life. But in order for that to happen, you yourself have to define, what does success mean to you? Is it a lot of money in your bank account? Is it retiring your family? Is it creating generational wealth? Is success to you building and starting a family? What is your success, and what does it mean to you? And whatever your success means to you, you must have tunnel vision and tune out the distractions to make that happen. Have that discipline and consistency to really stay and focus on, this is what I want, and I'm not stopping until I get it. And really putting your head down, putting 10 toes down, and really going after that, having that tunnel vision and not stopping, not letting the distractions overcome you, not letting the distractions take up your time and your focus. So anything that you want to be successful at, you have to have that tunnel vision. You have to tune out the distractions. You have to stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. But once again, that quote is, to be successful, you must have tunnel vision, tune out the distractions, and focus. I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and then we're going to jump into our segment for the day of what is Black History Month, the origin of it, and some facts. Thank you for tuning in to Sana E. What is Black History Month? When I say Black History Month, what comes to mind to you? What's the first thing that you think about? Is it Martin Luther King? Is it Malcolm X? Is it Rosa Parks? Harriet Tubman? What if I told you Black History Month wouldn't have been started if it wasn't for one man and his vision to create history, or to etch out what Black Americans have done in the U.S. history? And this man, his name is Carter G. Woodson. Black History Month didn't start off as a month of Black history, a celebration for Black history in a month. It started off small. It started off with an idea that he had. It started off as Negro History Week. And it was created and formed. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Let's get to what is Black History Month. The definition I found is it's an annual celebration of achievements by African Americans and a time for recognizing their central role in U.S. history. It started off as Negro History Week, created by historian Carter G. Woodson. Since 1976, every U.S. president has officially designated February as Black History Month. Other countries around the world, including Canada and the UK, devote a month to celebrating Black history. So that's the definition I found. The origin. What is the origin of Black History Month? Black History Month begins in 1915, half a century after the 13th Amendment was abolished. And if you don't know what the 13th Amendment was, it's the slavery, abolish slavery in the U.S. So Carter G. Woodson and prominent minister Jesse E. Moreland founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, an organization dedicated to researching and promoting achievements by Black Americans and others of African descent. Known today as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, the group sponsored a National History Week in February 1926. They chose the second week of February for Negro History Week because it coincides with Frederick Douglass's birthday and Abraham Lincoln's birthday. So these two men came together. They founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, and that transformed to Negro History Week, and that transformed it to Black History Month. So they started off small, and their vision over time got bigger when it started resonating with everybody in the U.S. Like, yeah, there should be more light shined upon Black history and what Blacks and African Americans have done for the U.S. And shout out to Carter G. Woodson for having the vision for creating Negro History Week and for everybody catching on after that. But hopefully that covers the basis of the origin of Black History Month, as well as what is Black History Month to us. What does Black History Month mean to you? I want to know. Let me know. Hit me up at Sanai on any social media platform, as well as if you're into email me at sanaiepodcast@gmail.com. Email me your responses. Let me know what it means to you. But I'm going to give y'all a brief break and I'm going to hop into the next segment. Thank you for tuning in to Sana E. Also, if you want to know more about Carter G. Woodson and his inspiration behind starting Negro History Week, I will have that information or the link to that episode that I've dropped in the show notes, so you can check it out. Let me know what you think, and it's very detailed with the information about who he is, how he started it, and his vision behind it. as well as more details about Black History Month and key dates are in that episode as well. So like I said, you can look in the show notes of this episode, and the link will be right there, so you can just go straight to that show. But Black History Month. This event inspires schools and communities nationwide to organize local celebrations, establish history clubs, and host performances and lectures. Did you know the NAACP was founded on February 12th, 1909? I didn't know that, but me researching for this show, I was like, yo, that is very interesting. But yeah, they were founded on February 12th, 1909. Decades after Negro History Week was established, mayors of cities across the country began issuing yearly proclamations recognizing Negro History Week. Thanks to the civil rights movement and a growing awareness of Black history, Negro History Week has evolved into Black History Month on many college campuses. President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month in 1976, calling it upon the public to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of African Americans across the U.S. history and society, from activists and civil rights pioneers such as Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and Rosa Parks, to leaders in industry, politics, science, culture, and others. So, President Gerald Ford had officially recognized Black History Month in 1976. That's when Black History Month officially started and got really recognized nationwide. And like he said, he called to the public to seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of African Americans. African Americans helped build the U.S., and their accomplishments weren't getting recognized until after a while. That's a big reason why Carter G. Woodson had the idea, the inspiration to create Negro History Week, to show the history and the accomplishments of what African Americans have done over the years, and that wasn't getting no spotlight recognized on. And now it transformed to a whole month. Now we have Black History Month. It was celebrated. Recap. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to today's episode. I hope this episode gave you more information on Black History Month and gave you more insight on the origin of it, as well as who invented Black History Month and how it originated with Carter G. Woodson's vision, and how he really translated and transformed it to what it is now. I also want to know, what does Black History Month mean to you? What comes to mind when you think of Black History Month? Me, I think about the pioneers, the people who paved the way for African Americans in the U.S. to have their freedom, have their liberty, and really do the things that we have the opportunity to do today. So I'm really grateful for the pioneers, people before me that really paved the way and really fought for our justice, fought for our freedom, fought for us, and really helped us get to where we are at this point in life today. So let me know what Black History Month means to you, even if it's something simple like, oh, Black History Month means a month full of ethnic celebrations or something like that. Whatever it is, let me know. Don't be shy. But let's hit it with the recap. We kicked off the show with the quotes of the day. Take a step back and evaluate. Are things really that bad, or are you overthinking them? The brain, the mind, it can be a gift and a curse. And if we don't take the necessary measures to check on ourselves mentally, take the mental breaks, take your mental health days, you'll feel like you're getting overwhelmed with life. You'll start overthinking and thinking things are bad when they're not really that bad. So I encourage you, take some time out of your week, Wednesdays, Fridays, or even Sundays, self-care Sundays. and evaluate how you're doing, how your week was, and how everything is. Just have that day to yourself to evaluate how you're doing mentally, how you're doing physically, how you're doing spiritually, how you're doing financially, and really evaluating everything so that you don't get overwhelmed, you don't start overthinking, or you don't think your life is bad. Take that time to do that self-inventory. The next quote is, to be successful, you must have tunnel vision. Tune out the distractions and focus. What's distracting you from getting you to where you want to be? Is it social media? Is it Netflix? Is it your laziness? Is it the fact that you want to be successful, but you don't know where to start? Or maybe you just consumed by the distractions in your life of, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that, I don't have time for this. It's like, we all make time for the things that we want. If you want to be successful, you'll make the right necessary steps. You'll dedicate the time and focus and discipline and consistency to what you have to do to be successful. You'll have that tunnel vision to where you know that you being distracted right now is distracting you from your future goals. It's pulling you back to where that time is getting wasted because you're distracted. I've been there. I'm still battling with that. We're battling with the distractions in my life where it comes to my phone. My phone's the biggest distraction. And you really have to figure out what's important to you. The current distraction or your future goals. What you want to happen. The time that you need to dedicate to bettering yourself, bettering your life, educating yourself, and learning what you need to learn about the career you're chasing, the life you want. Whatever life you want, tune out the distractions, put the distractions down, set that timer on your phone, and really focus on what you need to accomplish. And then we got into the meat and potatoes of the show. What is Black History Month? It's an annual celebration of achievements by African Americans and a time for recognizing their central role in U.S. history. It started off as Negro History Week, created by historian Carter G. Woodson. Since 1976, every U.S. president has officially designated February as Black History Month. Other countries around the world, including Canada and the UK, devote a month to celebrating Black history. And actually, Black History Month was first officially established in Canada because at the time they had the heaviest African American population out there, and I think it was February 1976. But shout out to Canada for being the first ones to start and officially have Black History Month. The story of Black History Month begins in 1915, after a century after the 13th Amendment was abolished by slavery. Carter G. Woodson and prominent minister Jesse E. Moreland founded this Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, an organization dedicated to researching and promoting achievements by Black Americans and other African descent. Known today as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, the group sponsored a National History Week in February 1926. They chose the second week of February because of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass's birthday. The event inspired schools and communities nationwide to organize local celebrations, establish history clubs, and host performances and lectures. The NAACP was founded in February 12, 1909. Decades after Negro History Week was established, mayors in cities across the country began issuing yearly proclamations recognizing Negro History Week. Thanks to the Civil Rights Movement and a growing awareness of Black history, Negro History Week has evolved into Black History Month on many college campuses. Shout out to President Gerald Ford for officially recognizing Black History Month in 1976, calling upon public officials to seize the opportunity to honor the often too neglected accomplishments of African Americans across the U.S. history. and society from activists and civil rights pioneers such as Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, and Rosa Parks to leaders in industry, politics, and science and culture. Shout out to them for paving the way and everybody recognizing Black History Month. I'm extremely grateful for what Black History Month overall represents. And also, if you want to know more about Carter G. Woodson, a little bit more about Black History Month and Black History Month key dates, look in the show notes for this episode, and I'm gonna put the link there to where you can really just click on it and go to that episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. We made it to March, man. March, I can't believe it's already March, man. Shout out to my birthday next month. April. Shout out to all the April babies out there. But March for mental health. That's where we're at right now. And I got a lineup of what episodes I will be dropping throughout March for y'all. But also, if you haven't tuned into the last episode, my interview with Jasmine Knox, tune into that. I believe you will receive some type of insight or some type of knowledge from that interview and apply it to your life. Let me know what you think. Leave a review, comment on the show, subscribe to the show, and share the show. Share the show with your family members, friends, coworkers, anybody who listens to podcasts who you think this may help. Share with them. New merch is out. The link is in the show notes. Let me know what y'all think. The Bet on Yourselves hat and Positive Thoughts Only. Let me know what y'all think about those. Follow us on social media at Sanai. Subscribe, share, review. And the episodes that's coming up in March, we have first episode will be Mental Health 101. Second episode will be What Factors Affect Mental Health. The third one will be Types of Mental Illnesses and the Most Common. Then we have the fourth episode, which will be Ways to Improve Your Mental Health. The fifth episode will be Mental Health Tips, Signs, and Self-Love. And the last episode will be our recap for March for mental health. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hope y'all have a good weekend, good week. Hope you had a great week. If you didn't have a good week, forget about it. It's the weekend. Put it all behind you. Evaluate yourself. Evaluate how you want the rest of this month to go or how you want March to go. Focus on yourself. Take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Be aware of your emotions. Be aware of your mental health. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to leave you with this. I'm grateful for all my victories, but I'm especially grateful for my losses because they only made me work harder.